Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode. Today we're taking a look at Mousehaunt, a brand new NFT play to earn game that is coming soon. It looks absolutely stunning and is like no other. If you are bored of your turn-based gameplay, this is something very different, which is going to have a huge fun factor to it. Today's video is sponsored by Mousehaunt, so we're doing a giveaway. They are giving away one epic NFT. So that goes common, rare, and then epic, and then legendary. So it's the second highest rarity. So it's a really good one to get. That who knows how much value that will have when it actually launches. But it's going to be available for one winner to get via the Gleam competition down below. So all you have to do is go to the Gleam competition and complete as usual, and I will pick one random winner and we'll send it to their competition wallet address. Remember to put, when you're entering the competition, your wallet address in the section that requests it. Okay, let's get into today's episode. So what is it? Mousehaunt is a universe where you are basically the NFTs are mice, and they all have unique characters. They have different traits as well that have different abilities, and you are running maps to try and take the treasure at the end of the map and gain rewards, which obviously will be play to earn. So those rewards you could transfer back into real currency. But the best part of this gameplay is if you die, you become a ghost, and it is then your job to stop the other mice from getting to that loot and getting rewards. So you can still earn rewards when you die. And the way it works is as follows. So we'll take a look at this this trailer alongside. We'll take a look at. I'm going to mute it so it can talk over it. This is the main user interface. So you will, when it comes to the NFT launch, you will be able to mint your very own mouse. They look like they're going to have a lot of individual character to them. So in this scene, we see the castle that they're trying to take down, get some loot from. We have Sir Emmet, we have Sir Lady Blue, Dr. Roquefort, and Captain Camembert, named after cheeses, of course. And here's the castle. You can see there's lots of traps and objects along the way. Now there are ghosts at the beginning, and they will attempt to kill you. So you'll have different abilities. You have a weapon that you can shoot and break the things that are being thrown at you, but the ghost can initiate traps, and the aim is obviously to take your health down and kill you and stop you getting to the rewards. Somebody throwing a settee, but it's going to be team play as well, because so it's multiplayer online. You'll be working together to try and prevent the ghosts from killing you. Here we see an axe going through and taking out somebody, and then they would become a ghost. And there's multiple different ways you can kill people. So here we see picking up a barrel, hits the guy, knocks him into the pit, and he dies. And ultimately, Emmet, was it? Is he like Emmental, wins the rewards. So something very, very different. You can collect the rarest characters with best stats and skills. Mouse heroes also have different abilities depending on their tail, weapon, and hat. Now, the whitelist number 2 is now closed. That closed on the 24th. So we can't get in on this. Seedify is the only way, I believe, to get in on the IDO now. But remember what I said within Wednesday's videos? One of the way you get access to things is just through following social media, regularly, getting involved in things. And usually there's competitions running into up till the IDO. The IDO is in December the 20th on Seedify, and that's a long time away, and that's a long time for them to keep you focused on the game. And they will do rewards, airdrops and competitions along the way. So follow the social media. They've got a pretty good big following already. Since the game, the IDO is so far away. They've got 40,000 followers. They've just got 40k members on Discord as well. So a good social network around it. Ghost villains will be NFTs as well. When you die, it's not over. You get to play as a powerful ghost. These are NFTs with distinct abilities coming soon. So you were able to join the whitelist, and that was to get hold of the Mousehaunt tokens, which is their main token. And it will be a real-time multiplayer, so you can showcase your unique NFTs and kick-ass skills in the action-packed online multiplayer. The better you are, the more rewards you'll get. Invite your friends and get these rewards as well. innovative gameplay, the only multiplayer where death is not the end. I mean, that's probably not completely true, not the only multiplayer. There's probably the only blockchain multiplayer, I would say. When a mouse dies, it switches to the ghost team and continues to accumulate rewards. Best action NFT game. Bosses, you said? We have them. In Mousehaunt universe, the danger lies everywhere. We bring you player-controlled environmental bosses. Ghosts control from furnaces to wrecking balls, killing mouse heroes creatively with style. So we can see, like, this is a boss area where they've been locked inside this room. There's the treasure which they have to get whilst in there, but the risk increases because whilst you're in there, there's multiple ways that you can die: through throwing chairs, through opening blast furnaces, through dropping things on people's heads. Plenty of ways to die. Like, I think we see somebody die from a falling piano or something. And here it comes. Falling piano. Was it a piano? Yeah, it was a piano. So yeah, plenty of ways to kill the mice if you do turn to a ghost. MHT will be the... oh, you can actually already add the wallet now. You can add the token, so you can add that if you want to. The token's already set up, the contract address is already sorted. It's just waiting to be released through the IDO. The game has been long in development. You know, this isn't just something that's coming out of nowhere and has got a game to work on now. This is something that was created, I imagine, because it was 2018. It may have been just completed for mobile, and then they pivoted into blockchain space. Because they won DreamHack Pitch finalist in 2018. They won Best Game Design in 2018 as well. So you can see that, check that out if you really want to just confirm that. It's created by Pedro Camacho, who's the co-founder and CEO, and they've got a big team along with them. They've got lead software engineer, 2D artist, level designer, 3D artist, project manager, and chief rat officer is us community. So you can join their team and help support the project. So they've got a good team with a lot of good background for a game like this. And I think the kind of main thing that speaks to their experience is how far along the game already is. You know, you can see from the gameplay it's ready. It's just about integrating to the blockchain and getting it out there. They have a bunch of advisors. You know, the team advisors all doxed, so you can go check them out and confirm that they're legit. The company roadmap was migrating to blockchain and upgrading to UE5, growing staff and advisors, and the seed round partnership development. Now we're coming into 2021 of Q4, and white paper and website have been released. MHT pre-sale rounds whitelist has been done. Pancake swap listing is December the 21st, so one day after the IDO. Mouse Heroes booster sale will occur at some point in December. They have staking launch as well in December, so fairly quickly that will come out. And then we move into Q1 of 2022, which is where Mousehaunt Lock and Load Play to Earn is launched, and they will have legendary Ghost NFTs pre-sale. The castle pre-sale will begin in Q2. So Castle Land can be bought as NFTs as well. Now, they will have an editor mode as well, where you can custom build your levels. So you'll be able to custom build traps and maybe use that to be able to take out enemies. Maybe people will play it, and then you can be a ghost on it, and you know your map, you know where the traps are, you know the best ways, and you can play it to some positions for people to take down, and people might want to take it down. I don't know how they'll work out loot. Like, it'd be great if they had some difficulty element to it, so if the map was more difficult, the loot was bigger. If the more people failed at a map, the more the rewards increased. That would be pretty cool. But we'll see how they do that. It's powered by the Binance Smart Chain, Unreal Engine, and Amazon Web Services. The developer is Isoforce Games. So, what do we have in terms of specifics on this? They have a nice white paper, and that details. I've just summarized the main points which I think people will be interested in. Is we've got the Mouse Hero gameplay. So, mouse abilities. I really wanted to know this because they talked about how different hats, different fur appearance, different weapon will impact on the abilities. You'll also have rarities as well. So common, rare, epic, with legendary being the rarest. And they want to use abilities for rarity feature because we want gameplay and player skill to be a major part of the reward system and earnings. Players that have common mouse heroes can do really well in a match if they are good with controls. For legendary heroes, it will be easier, but the player will have to use their legendary ability in the right moment. Third, genetics. So this determines the balance of their stats, like health, base move speed, base damage, and also their personality trait. A trait can be simply as aggressive, where they take more damage but deal more damage, or as complex as pyromaniac, where they take more damage from fire but have a random chance of shooting fire bullets. Passive abilities, determined by the hat, can be each hero has a passive ability that is triggered by another action or event. Example of passive abilities are increased move speed after taking a hit, gaining extra damage after reloading, or deflecting damage when using the dash ability. And then we've got active abilities. Each mouse has an active ability that is used by pressing a button. The ability has a cooldown and can greatly swing the odds of the battle. A few examples of active abilities are revealing all ghosts for 5 seconds, increasing move speed, or damage by inspiring all nearby mouse heroes, creating a shield barrier, or sucking up ghosts with their weapons and stunning them for a couple of seconds. So a real mix of abilities that, if you're going in as a team, you're probably going to want one of each to give your team that variability and also help out other teammates. Next up, we have the ghost gameplay. So a ghost screen will look like this. They will be able to see the position of the mice as they're coming in. They can use spacebar to possess. They can hold to charge a shot. So you would go to let's say if you went to a wrecking ball, you would click on it, it gets highlighted, and you release to shoot, and you can aim using the mouse, and WASD, move as you would expect. The goal of the ghost players is to prevent any mouse from progressing further into the castle, and they're able to move freely through walls, objects and traps, and they're invisible to the mouse heroes and can choose to possess any object within the castle. Alright, so they possess the objects, not actually the other mice. Then we've got the dangers of the castle. They can obviously use some of the things in the castle to help tackle the enemy, and these are throwable objects. So this is when you possess the object and you can aim and throw it. You have traps that are fixed in place and ghosts can activate them when mice are near, attempting to push, stun or wound the mice. Then you've got castles and land. So a castle is a great addition to the player's possessions, as it provides MHT to the owner every time another player attempts to complete it. So this is a big way of, just earning some passive income without having to play. You can just have your own NFT land. The most murderous castles are the ones that generate the more profit. The goal of the castle owner is to have a very high death ratio. Everyone who can see who owns the castle and how many mouse heroes have died there. You can finally live your dream of becoming an evil ruler. Yes, that's exactly what I was just talking about. So they're actually going to make it, if you've got a high death ratio on your map, the profits are bigger, which is going to encourage people to come, which may mean that, experience, maybe people think, oh, let's go into this one, then I'm going to get better rewards, why would I not pick this one? And then they might get murdered because it's a harder castle to take down. We have tower defense mode is something that they have in the future. So they're not just sticking with the single player and multiplayer that they will have available early on. In early 2023, their plan is to see a possible expansion into tower defense game. Players will then be able to acquire packs that contain traps, throwable objects, castle tiles and even unique bosses, and then using the already built castle editor, they'll introduce a tower defense game where users can in real time send attackers to take down castles while they protect their own castle. And they're going to have a macro economy, so they're not just going to have dual tokenomics. They're going to have Mousehaunt token, which is going to be their main token, launched in Q4 and beginning of Q1. That will be the only token available. But then going into Q2 of 2022, they plan to introduce more ways to interact with the games and universe, and one of those ways is launching their second token, Mouse Cheese, which will have an infinite supply. But this is going to be usable to customize your mouse heroes, your ghosts, your castles, and all upcoming features. So, like you'd expect in any game at the moment, having that dual tokenomics, I think that's good because it just means the main token tends to remain a little bit more stable and you don't see sell-offs of that token as they get ridiculous rewards. There's going to also, a really fun aspect to it is they're going to have leagues and game modes. Mousehaunt Universe will have multiple game modes and even fully fleshed new games. Their goal is to provide players with the ability to use the same NFTs in many different games. For that, they'll need a solid reward and league system so that players can know where they stand and how much they earn. We'll provide players with 4 leagues to play in so that they can accommodate all types of players in Mousehaunt. There'll be 4 leagues: Bronze, Silver, Gold and Platinum. Players' earnings are related to which league they play in, and where Platinum is the league that yields the most. However, as per their motto, fun comes first. We want to change the chance for players to either who haven't joined early to get the rarest NFTs or haven't been able to invest too much to also climb up. And so there'll be a feature where the best skilled and top ranked players within each league will gain a special reward every 2 weeks. That's pretty good. Then we've got leagues. So conquering your place in the league. Players divided between leagues depending on your aggregate power of the Mousehaunt NFT wallet. Each NFT in the Mousehaunt universe has a defined power. So mouse heroes, ghost villains and castles all have assigned power. And of course, the better and more the rare the NFT is, the higher it is in power. Summing up all the power in the player's wallet will have a player's power, and number determines in which league a player is able to play. Each league will yield different reward amounts of MHT and MCheese per match. The higher the league, the better the rewards. And every 2 weeks, the top 30 players of each league will earn extra rewards, as mentioned. So you'll get single player mode and multiplayer mode. Single player mode, Lock and Load, will be their first release and will be play to earn PC and mobile game. Lock and Load is an auto play to earn type of game. Players can set their mouse heroes to work for them and farm Mousehaunt tokens. This is where players find a low risk environment and gain a consistent amount of MHT. The game is 3D with polished art and animations. The player will be able to see their own NFT mouse hero scavenging in the storage room inside the arch enemies, the ancient Stench Castle, in search of its treasures in MHT. So this is probably going to run quite like Bomb Crypto. You're going to have like an autoplay where you are earning tokens, and you know it works. It's working really well in Bomb Crypto. You know, you've got a game which is going to obviously come out. But whilst they're waiting for that and just making sure they get everything right, they're giving you something that will allow you to utilize your get utility out of your NFTs and also earn rewards in MHT to prepare you for using it for things, or you know, to make some earnings. Mouse heroes will move around and break objects and cash with shooting with their blunderbusses. They can also find glowing chests of MHT for bigger pools of token rewards. And each hero has an energy bar that depends on their rarity. The more rare your mouse hero, the bigger the energy bar. Energy will recharge over time, so users can log in back later and set the heroes back to hunt. The rarity of the mouse heroes also greatly affects the farming rate, meaning that players should look to assemble the best and rarest possible teams to increase their earnings. Very similar to Bomb Crypto then. The higher the rarity, the more you're going to get in rewards out of it. There's then going to be the multiplayer mode. This is going to be their classic team-based PvP mode, where 3 players will start as mouses and 1 will start as a ghost. They'll battle their way further in procedurally generated castles for a shining pot of MHT and MCheese. Mousehaunt's fun at all times, so if a mouse hero dies, it'll then become a ghost and you'll be able to battle, and you can still get rewarded from that. The reward system, as of course, is MHT and MCheese. There will be daily rewards by completing daily missions, and when all daily missions are completed in a day, you'll gain MHT too. The plan is to have breeding in the future, so holding on to these NFTs whilst they don't have the utility of breeding, you know, keep that in mind. You know, if you're thinking about selling them, hold on to them, because when breeding comes out, you'll probably be able to get more worth out of them if you get some rare pulls. They're also going to have a renting feature. This will play a key role in making the game available to bigger user base as possible, creating value to early adopters. If you're skilled, you can easily rent a hero and climb your way up to buy one. So top ranked players within each league will gain bonus MHT. It's a great way to make money if you're skilled in the game, and you can set up teams to dominate every single league. So that's really nice to see. I like renting because it just makes it accessible for people, and also gives people an experience to be able to play at top levels if they don't, if they don't have the money to purchase an outright a legendary, which in games like this, you rarely can purchase outright a legendary or a mythic, because they go for like thousands and thousands of dollars. Tokens will have utility in buying items from the Mousehaunt store, so mice heroes, ghost villains and lands, renting heroes and lands, staking, buying energy to play more, and the DAO. And here is how the distribution will work. So at the public round, that's going to account for 2% of their token. So we can see that at public sale, you'll get 30% unlocked at token generation event, and then there'll be 2 months vesting period, so 35% each month after that, which is really good, very early to get your tokens, because everything else other than liquidity has over a 12-month vesting period. There's an 8-month cliff for team and advisors, so they have to wait 8 months before they actually start to get anything. And then they'll start to unlock it at 8.3%, 33% for 12 months after that. Now, with a project like this, you have to have that. You know, you're not going to get this 2-year wait until the team gets rewards, which some do opt for like 2 years, 3 years, which is good for confidence because it means they're in it for the long haul. But with a game like this, you need to be able to pay your team. You need to be able to pay your advisors so that the project can continue and the development can happen. Just like any job, you know, if it was a non-play to earn game, you're going to have to pay developers, but they have to wait 8 months before they get any of that. Play to earn content will have a vesting period of 48 months. Community marketing 36. So that's an interesting one. Community and marketing will be a 36 monthly unlock. Okay, so it means that they're not going to have immediate funds for marketing. They're just going to have gradual funds each month to be able to allocate towards the community and marketing. So interesting tokenomics, and here's just the vesting periods laid out like in a graph to make it easier to see. So I'm personally really excited for this project. I'm always looking for something different on the blockchain. I think the more variety in games we see, the better it is for the universe, because you cater into more people. And I think that's what we're going to start to see very soon, is new different types of games, different genres, because it's just going to become just like a copy of the gaming market the way it works now. And it's great to see people pivoting from what was likely not going to be blockchain and then switching to, you know, we're going to make this play to earn. Okay, that's all for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like on the video, hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content. That is all from me. See you guys soon.